Good evening, hello and welcome. You're with the news today, your primetime destination. News, newsmakers, talking points. It's Wednesday night. This is where you'll get all the big stories, the headlines and the talking points. Our big talking point tonight, can Rahul Gandhi, who's now finally hit the Bihar campaign trail, really break the Hindi heartland jinx or barrier that he's faced over the years? Modi versus Rahul in Bihar? Or is it Nitish versus Tejashwi? Also, cloud seeding to clear air pollution. Is it a gimmick or is it something that is a real solution? The cloud seeding issue also on the news today. It's breaking this evening. US President Donald Trump is set to meet Chinese President Xi Jinping tomorrow morning in Seoul on the sidelines of that big meeting that's taking place there between Trump and the South Korean leadership. It will be the Chinese president's meeting with Trump that will hold all the public attention. The first meeting since Donald Trump took over as president for a second time in January, and it comes amidst the tariff logjam that has threatened the world trade order. First meeting, as I said, since Trump started his second term, and importantly, Donald Trump has also hinted at a trade deal with India. Our diplomatic affairs editor Geeta Mohan joins us. Geeta, give us the significance of this meeting that's likely to take place tomorrow morning. Why are the eyes on the world on the Trump-Xi meeting?
Like you very rightly pointed out, it's a very important meeting. It comes at the back of a tariff war that has been unprecedented between the US and China. But it also comes with a very composed China that couldn't handle Trump the last time around. But this time around, they've known exactly where to hit America the hardest. And therefore, we're looking at them coming back to the talking table, the negotiations that are underway. The two teams met in Malaysia on the sidelines of the summit over there, the ASEAN summit, and now we're looking at a broad framework that the leaders could discuss. Such important, complicated issues do require leadership level intervention, and that's what we are going to see over here. That Xi Jinping and Donald Trump giving out that political message that the two sides and the delegations on both the sides now need to start working on not just the framework that they will be discussing, but also ensuring that they inch closer to close that trade deal between the two countries. Is the trade deal going to be signed tomorrow? Most likely not, because that's not in place yet. But yes, a certain political message that they need to come to a conclusion, bring that trade deal to a conclusion, so the leaders can be there or the two countries can sign it.
The importance, of course, from an Indian perspective is many observers believe that if US and China can crack a trade deal, then it benefits India as well. I'm coming to you, Geeta, in a moment, because Donald Trump also spoke about India. He praised Prime Minister Modi, said he was a tough leader, but at the same time claimed credit once again for the Indo-Pak ceasefire after Operation Sindoor. Let's listen in for a moment to what Donald Trump actually said about the Prime Minister.
You're fighting with India. And, you know, two nuclear nations. And they said, no, you should let us fight. They both said that. You know, they're warring. They're strong people, I'll tell you what. Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa, this is the same man that I know. But after a little while, and they're good people, and after literally 2 days, they called up and they said, we understand, and they stopped fighting. How is that? Isn't that amazing? Now, you think Biden would have done that? I don't think so. Most people wouldn't have thought of it, but, you know, they wouldn't have thought of it.
Very quickly, Geeta, how is that being seen now in India at the moment, in Delhi? Because Donald Trump blows hot and cold with India. Is there a sign, as I said earlier, that if China strikes a deal with America, then it perhaps paves the way for a full-blown trade deal with India as well?
On the contrary, Rajdeep, I think if there is a US-China deal in the offing or closer, inching closer, then it could spell trouble for India because the United States of America needs China more than it needs India. India needs American markets, so it could spell a lot of trouble for India. Having said that, the Indian circuit is looking at this as yet another repetition by Donald Trump. This time around, also not a great impression of Prime Minister Modi that he did. So not very kindly, but also very close watch on what's going to happen in South Korea and Busan.
Okay. Geeta Mohan joining us with the very latest. We'll keep a close eye on that big meeting between Donald Trump and President Xi and its fallout here on New Delhi. Let's turn from there to our top political story, and it is the battle for Bihar, where the campaign, with exactly a week to go before the first phase begins, is hotting up by the day. Rahul Gandhi, accused by his critics of missing in action, finally hit the campaign trail in Bihar, addressing joint rallies with the Mahagathbandhan's chief ministerial face, Tejashwi Yadav. Not for the first time, Rahul Gandhi chose to direct his ire at Prime Minister Modi, claiming that the Prime Minister could even dance on stage if he could get votes from that. The BJP has hit back, saying Rahul Gandhi is a loser who has a loose tongue. All of that, of course, suggests that the battle lines are drawn in the battle for Bihar, with Rahul Gandhi versus Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar versus Tejashwi Yadav. Take a look.
Rahul Gandhi Jindabad.
Rahul Gandhi enters battlefield Bihar. The leader of opposition hit the campaign trail on Wednesday, the first time after elections were announced, holding a joint rally with the Mahagathbandhan's chief minister candidate Tejashwi Yadav.
Rahul Gandhi Jindabad.
He took a sharp jibe at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, accusing him of putting on a show for votes.
एक तरफ यमुना, गंदा पानी, दूसरी तरफ नरेंद्र मोदी जी के लिए साफ पानी आएगा पाइप में, तालाब बनाया जाएगा, मोदी जी ड्रामा करेंगे। मैं कह रहा हूं आप उनको कहो कि देखो भैया, हम आपको वोट देंगे, आप स्टेज पे आके नाच लो, नाच लेंगे। जो भी करवाना है चुनाव से पहले करवा लो, चुनाव के बाद नरेंद्र मोदी नहीं दिखाई देंगे। चुनाव के बाद नरेंद्र मोदी जी अंबानी जी की शादी में दिखाई देंगे, सूट बूट वालों के साथ दिखाई देंगे, किसानों के साथ, मजदूरों के साथ नहीं दिखाई देंगे।
From jobs to vote theft charges to Samvidhan Bachao, Rahul fired multiple salvos.
इस पर नरेंद्र मोदी आक्रमण कर रहा है, इस पर आरएसएस आक्रमण कर रहे हैं। जब वोट चोरी करते हैं तो ये इस पर आक्रमण करते हैं। जब ये हिंदुस्तान की किसी संस्था को खोखला करते हैं, जब ये वाइस चांसलर को आरएसएस के आदमी के हाथ में दे देते हैं, तो ये संविधान पर आक्रमण कर रहे हैं।
The Congress leader's comments on the Prime Minister drew sharp reactions from the BJP.
जिस प्रकार के शब्दों का प्रयोग किया है, पहले गंदा पानी और उसके बाद ड्रामा शब्द का प्रयोग, जो आदत से मजबूर होकर राहुल गांधी जी ने निंदनीय बयान दिया है, उससे बिहार की जनता स्तब्ध है और आक्रोशित है।
Home Minister Amit Shah, who was campaigning in Bihar, took pot shots at Rahul Tejashwi Jodi, calling them dynasts.
लालू प्रसाद जी अपने बेटे को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना चाहते हैं और दूसरी पार्टी कांग्रेस पार्टी सोनिया जी अपने बेटे को प्रधानमंत्री बनाना चाहते हैं। मैं आज दोनों को कहकर जाता हूं, बिहार में ना सीएम का पद खाली है, ना दिल्ली में पीएम का पद खाली है। आपका नंबर नहीं लगना है।
Though the Congress is banking on the RJD in Bihar, the assembly elections in the landlocked state are a litmus test for Rahul Gandhi, whose strike rate in Hindi heartland has been lackluster. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's raise the big questions then. Can Rahul Gandhi really break the Hindi heartland barrier? Remember, the Hindi heartland is where the BJP has been dominant over the last decade. Is Rahul Gandhi an asset or a weak link for the Mahagathbandhan when it comes to Bihar? And is the Bihar election about Modi versus Rahul or Nitish versus Tejashwi? Some of the questions we'll raise on our talking point. Joining me now, Ajoy Kumar, Senior Congress National Spokesperson, Dhananjay Giri, Spokesperson BJP, Javed Ansari, Senior Journalist who's tracked Hindi heartland politics for years. Appreciate all of you joining us. I want to come to you, Ajoy Kumar, first. The charge against Rahul Gandhi is that he was missing in action for more than 40 days after his Vote Adhikar Yatra. He's now come to Bihar with just about a week to go for the first phase of the campaign. Is it simply too late that Rahul Gandhi should have been out on the road for the last month rather than go to Colombia, rather than go to other parts of the world? It was in Bihar that he should have invested his time and effort over the last month. That's the charge which the BJP keeps making.
So first of all, Rajdeep, nice to see you. And I saw your wonderful video and speedy recovery. The important thing is, I was just Googling and looking through AI and tried to find out how many times did the Prime Minister visit Bihar, not related to election. In the past 11 years, the AI, Gemini is telling me it's 4 times or 3 times in 11 years. He only visits Bihar during elections. He announces only during election. Mr. Gandhi spent 40 days in the Vote Adhikar Yatra. The rest of the period is when the organization... So why is it? It's not Mr. Rahul Gandhi has to be present every time. There are other leaders. There's Ashok Gehlot, there are the state leaders, there's Mr. Baghel. The whole Congress, organization is on the ground. You don't keep pushing Mr. Gandhi for every function, most important point. The other thing is, the Bharatiya Janata Party must clearly clarify that how many times, and honestly, I couldn't find how many times the Prime Minister's ever visited. There one time he visited the inauguration of the airport, some other time both Gaya, but those are 2-3 times he's visited. Mr. Gandhi has been on the ground, on the road, traveled to every district in the state, nearly completed most of the state, along with Mr. Tejashwi Yadav. And now it is for the rest of them. Once the seats are declared, everything is, the last day of withdrawal is over. Mr. Gandhi is on the ground, hitting the ground repeatedly, and you'll see him probably daily hitting the ground as much as, and whether it is Mr. Kharge, whether it's Mr. Gandhi, whether it's... Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so you're saying that Rahul Gandhi is all, because the charge, as I said, is that once the election campaign began, Rahul Gandhi, this is his first major rally that he's done in Bihar, as I said, with a week to go. Mr. Giri, you want to respond to what you just heard from Ajoy Kumar? Ajoy Kumar says, look, the Mahagathbandhan has local level leaders, Tejashwi Yadav and others who will now take the battle forward. The BJP likes to train its guns on Rahul Gandhi. Even today, Rahul Gandhi's claim about the Prime Minister who will do, according to him, anything for votes has angered the BJP, especially because he's used the word drama, that the Prime Minister will do drama for votes. How do you respond? Is Rahul Gandhi your punching bag for Bihar, or is the battle Nitish versus Tejashwi?
See, Congress is nowhere in the race of politics. First of all, I would like to thank Congress spokesperson. He told that Prime Minister every time comes, sometime he came for airport inauguration, sometime he came for AIMS inauguration. It means that Prime Minister every time came and he has given something to the Bihar. He should ask AI that how much 10 years UP has given to Bihar. 1,86,000 crore. How much the Prime Minister Narendra Modi given to Bihar? 14,85,000 crore. So he should ask AI that how much he given, how much we given. And the great Rahul Gandhi is moving everywhere in Kasbah, road, Tahsil, Taluka, just to see where is Congress? Where is Congress party? He's trying to search in Bihar. There was a peculiar fragrance in the air of Bihar yesterday when Tejashwi manifesto was released. I was shocked to observe that cover page of where Bihar was smaller than Tejashwi. And the lesser picture of Rahul Gandhi. You can see by microscope where is Rahul Gandhi. See, this is, and then I recall the line of Atalji in Parliament when he told, "Time will come, people will laugh at Congress." I was just astonished when Congress admitted it's gladly what Atalji foresightness was. It become true. Congress is now nowhere in the election, nowhere in the political race. Congress lost her political morale and command before election.
Right.
It seems last span is going on. Second thing, Rajdeep ji, if Rahul Gandhi is insulting Prime Minister,
Okay, I've heard you. I've heard you. Yes.
Second
Go
part.
ahead. Finish up.
You
Why
asked
do
two
you
questions.
finish your point?
But second thing, what Rahul Gandhi
Yes.
is saying, yes, Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi can die for this land. We are ready to die for this land. जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ इसके सिवा जाना कहाँ? Because this is our motherland. This land is our mother. His mother came from some other side, or he is having there is lust with this land, or not. That I don't know, and I don't want to know. But if he is insulting Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is insulting 140 crore.
Let's not get Dhananjay Giri, there is no need to now question Rahul Gandhi's mother's foreign origins on this debate. There will be other occasions for you. Let's not talk about motherland versus someone's mother, but you make a point which Ajay Kumar should respond. Ajay Kumar, you see, it appears now that Tejashwi Yadav is the face of the... One minute, Mr. Giri now. No, wait, please wait. It appears now, Ajay Kumar, that Tejashwi Yadav is the face of the Mahagathbandhan. Yesterday at the press conference, joint press conference, it was Tejashwi Yadav's face on the manifesto. Only Tejashwi Yadav. So it may be a Mahagathbandhan, but now you are trying to play presidential style politics by projecting Tejashwi as the chief minister. Does that mean in a sense that Rahul Gandhi has outsourced Bihar to Tejashwi? This election is now about Tejashwi Yadav. Rahul Gandhi wants to keep a distance.
No. First of all, just a 5 seconds intervention of what Mr. Giri said. Giriji, I said that the Prime Minister has never visited Bihar apart from elections and promising only. And if your Prime Minister for double engine Sarkar for 10 years, 20 years NDA government, 20 years, the highest migration of Bihar people from Bihar, one sec, sir, highest migration in the history of India is thanks to double engine and 20 years of NDA. The lowest 6,000 rupees income is for average income. 95% of Bihar, people of Bihar earn less than 20,000 rupees.
Years?
One sec. 20 years of NDA of this guy, Nitish. Nitish
20 years
with
in the
BJP.
state. Okay, 20 years in the state. 20 years in the state. Okay.
So look at these guys. They come on national TV and blame everything, whatever they've done for 20 years. Highest paper leak, highest unemployment, the highest unemployment. And
I'm asking you the question, sir. Sir, answer my question.
Go ahead.
Has the Congress outsourced this election to the RJD? I want a straight answer.
No, the question again is, were the other alliance photos also face were there? If you're putting up a CM face, because that is the way the election is there. Was Vikashil guy's photo there? Was Dipankar Bhattacharya's photo there? The Communist Party's photo there? Rajdeep, the question is, when you are putting up, these guys cannot even announce their CM candidate because they're going to do an Eknath Shinde on Mr. Nitish Kumar. Even Nitish ji knows. But the most important part is, when we are going under the leadership of Mr. Tejashwi Yadav in this election, it is mandatory for the other alliance partners to whatever be our personal our ambitions. We have agreed unanimously as an alliance to put Mr. Tejashwi Yadav right in front, and you saw there's no other alliance partners photo in that. So I don't think there should be no. And I'll finish off. If he travels on the road for 40 days.
Point.
No, one second.
Ajay, you made your point.
3 seconds, Rajdeep. 3 seconds. 3 seconds, only 3 seconds.
Yes.
He stayed in Bihar for 40 days and stayed back all through those 40 days. He continuously is on the ground, hitting the ground and struggling, and these BJP people never appreciate. Ask their leaders to walk 1 kilometer, they will ludakte and they'll ask for Rasgulla. So 4,000 kilometers Mr. Gandhi walked. So at least show that decency to him. You may not like him. I don't like the Prime Minister, but We are all circumscribed on emptying personal comments on people. Thank you.
So your 3 seconds is over now. Your
Done.
3 seconds is up. Dhananjay Giri, just respond very quickly to what you've heard, that according to the Congress, Tejashwi Yadav is their CM candidate. That's why the attention is on Tejashwi, not on Rahul Gandhi. In the NDA, it seems there is a Nemo factor, Nitish and Modi both together. Am I correct or am I wrong? That you at the moment want Nitish and Modi to be seen as the double engine. And therefore you are asking for votes not just in the name of Nitish Kumar, but more importantly in the name of Prime Minister Modi. Am I correct?
Rajdeep ji, first of all, I'd like to salute Congress spokesperson. Now he told if VIP photo is not there, what is the need of Congress? Congress is comparing from VIP party. So now where Congress is standing, first of all, I would like to thanks to him that he accepted his capacity is not more than VIP party in Bihar. I am thankful to him. I salute to him for his acceptance of the truth. First of all. Second thing, if VIP is not there, he should not there because he is lesser than VIP or equivalent to VIP like that. The just position of Congress party in Bihar is like that. Second thing, if you are coming to, yes, Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar, the changing the Bihar and nation like anything. And after they came in the politics, the pro-incumbency factor started in Indian politics. Second thing, if you are talking on the data, when Congress left Bihar, 13,132 crore budget was there. Now we are having a project of metro, 13,635 crore. Your complete budget, more than that, we are running metro. And when RJD left Bihar, 23,165 crore. Now we are came up to 3,17,000 crore. So from where we came, the women literacy rate was 37%, now 87.9%. So how we are changing 25 crore people came from property, 2.4 crore of Bihar came.
You used the word, you used the word, sir, just a minute. Sir, just a minute. I want to show before I come to you, Javed Ansari, a graphic of Hindi heartland, because the challenge for Rahul Gandhi and the Congress has always been, how do you arrest their seemingly secular decline in North India? And this has been going on even before Rahul Gandhi took leadership of the party. Just in the last 10 years, Congress or its alliance have won 7 major elections in the Hindi heartland at the state level. The BJP have won double of that, which is 13. Do you get a sense that in the Hindi heartland, Rahul Gandhi is still unable to really prove to be an attractive proposition, either because of his leadership or because the Congress organization itself is very weak in states like Bihar? Is it an organizational problem or leadership problem?
We are exaggerating a bit when we say Hindi heartland. It's what you say is true of Bihar and UP, but not of the entire Hindi heartland, because still a few years ago, they are the major contenders. They were ruling Chhattisgarh, they were ruling Madhya Pradesh, and they were ruling Rajasthan. And who knows what the next election will bring. So they are a force in these 3 states. It's only UP and Bihar where after 1989, that was the last time they were in power. After that, Janata Dal under VP Singh broke the back of the Congress. The ground has slipped seemingly irrevocably from under their feet, and the Congress has just not recovered. Rahul Gandhi or no Rahul Gandhi. Before Rahul Gandhi, even his father, then Narasimha Rao, all these people have tried, but nobody appears to have made a dent in UP and Bihar. This time, some effort was made, but it would have been a lot better if Rahul Gandhi had continued. The momentum that they generated in the vote chori yatra has dissipated a bit because they were missing in action for close to 2 months.
So you're saying, do you agree? But this seems to be a pattern, Javed. We saw this in Haryana. Ahead of the Haryana elections last year, Rahul Gandhi only entered the campaign in the last phase. We saw it in Maharashtra. Rahul Gandhi wasn't there over an extended period of time. When it comes to state elections, Rahul Gandhi seems to not, in recent times at least, hasn't got as directly involved on the ground as he did in the 2024 general elections. Is this a weakness of the party? Is it a weakness of Rahul Gandhi's leadership?
I mean, the Congress appears to have changed tack. Rahul Gandhi builds the momentum before the elections, like he did in Bihar, and then expects that the state leadership, the state organization will carry it forward. Unfortunately, till now, whether it's been Haryana or the other states, and now we are even in Bihar, the organization hasn't been able to step in and fill the breach. He comes there and campaigns during the election, but to be able to implement this business, you need to focus and build your organization on the ground. This is what has been sorely lacking, and no Congress president since 1989 has ever tried to repair this or succeeded in repairing this.
Okay, Ajay Kumar, what Javed Ansari is saying is what many political observers say. The Congress's serious problem remains its organizational inadequacies. So you can have Rahul Gandhi coming, speaking of Vote Adhikar Yatra, creating some momentum, but that is not built up by our cadres on the ground. It's a particular problem you've had in both Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Is there an acceptance, a recognition, a realization of that or not? How many defeats will it take for you all to realize that ultimately now elections are won by micromanagement on the ground through better organization?
No, Rajdeep, I think, and Javed ji, I have a huge respect for him. The issue is very clear is we've done outstanding job we did outstanding job in Rajasthan. I mean, whatever be the results which came out, we fought well. We fought very well in Madhya Pradesh when they stole the election. But those are up and downs which we continue to. Haryana, we have shown you by data. In Haryana, I still believe that it was a stolen election, and vote chori has definitely happened in Haryana. They tried to do vote chori for Lok Sabha. And I'll answer two parts to it. First of all, to the BJP spokesperson. You just narrowly made Modi ji Prime Minister because of Nitish ji and...
Give me a quick, sharp answer.
No, one sec. I need to answer them. First of all, don't talk about Congress. You just survived. You're surviving because of Nitish ji and Chandrababu Naidu. Kya ankar hai, Mr. Giri? They dropped. You're gone. Modi ji is gone. So please keep your arrogance to yourself, sir. You just scraped. For 39 marks, grace mark 2 mark aa gaya, 42%. Coming to organization. We recognized it, whether it is the Sangathan Srijan, whether it is the activity. I think one man who's pushing it, whether it's Mr. Gandhi and Mr. Kharge, we recognize those issues, Rajdeep, but it's like an oil tanker. It takes time to change, to turn the ship. The effort is genuine, but the results, do you expect it tomorrow? No. Okay, but the work has started.
I like the oil tank. I like the oil tanker analogy that it takes effort to turn an oil tanker. We wonder how long that effort, but I'll give you, Dhananjay Giri, a final point. Because the truth of the matter is, if all your focus on Rahul Gandhi, what about your own alliance? You see, you seem to be dependent on Nitish Kumar because you know कि Nitish Kumar जरूरी है, बिहार की मजबूरी है या भाजपा की मजबूरी है. Why don't you on this program, and I keep asking BJP leaders this question, openly announce Nitish Kumar will be Chief Minister if the NDA wins? Why don't you say it? What is it that is stopping you? According to Ajay Kumar, you are going to make Nitish Kumar into an Eknath Shinde, or you are finding an Eknath Shinde to somehow or the other cut Nitish Kumar to size. True or not? Quick answer.
See, Nitish Kumar, Narendra Modi, JDU, BJP alliance is a natural alliance. We are last 20-year allies. We are doing well, and we don't have any problem in our alliance. And on the other hand, if you look at the Mahagathbandhan, people are saying in Bihar. So see, and I'm thankful to the Ajay ji. He willingly accepted that the VIP party and Congress came on same footing. So what is the stature of Congress party in Bihar? You just imagine. Till last 35 years, they're carrying the palki of Lalu family. And
sir, forget Congress. You answer. Forget Congress now. You answer my question. You forget Congress. You answer my direct question. Who is riding the chariot in Bihar? Nitish Kumar, or do you need, or are you according to Rahul Gandhi, he's only a puppet? Is he a puppet? Is he only a mask? Yes or no? चाबी आपके हाथ में है.
See, our alliance is so strong that Rahul Gandhi could not understand any time because the hatred in his heart Today he insulted Prime Minister. He insulted 140 crore of the nation people. He insulted the backward classes. He insulted the OBC. He insulted the Dalit. If one person came from the poor family, OBC family, and how he's developing the nation, how is he changing the era. So he is so much hatred in his heart. They are not ready to accept the Mani Shankar Iyer earlier told. He come to Chai Wala and all this. So many attacks he has done. But your main question, who will be the CM? Nitish Kumar was the CM. Nitish Kumar is the CM. Nitish Kumar will be the CM. In last from 6 months, our every district president, 5 party district president, doing in every district. And what is our slogan?
I'm going to leave it there.
2025, 225 और फिर से नीतीश. 2025, 225 और फिर से नीतीश. This is our alliance. Vayam Panchadikam Satam. Like
okay,
this.
Let me leave it there. Let me leave it there. I have heard a new. Okay, 225 is a number I will remember on the 14th of November when counting is held. For now, I appreciate my guest joining me on my talking point. I want to turn from there to our ground report, which is coming from one of the most contentious constituencies of Bihar, Siwan, where remember this time the RJD has fielded the son of Mohammad Shahabuddin, the late Mohammad Shahabuddin, one of the original Bahubali criminal dons as he was seen of Bihar. The BJP, of course, is attacking Shahabuddin's candidature, as is the AIMIM, because Asaduddin Owaisi has made it a triangular fight in Siwan. Aishwarya Paliwal has this report.
Yogi Adityanath, Asaduddin Owaisi, Amit Shah, the big names have descended on Siwan. The reason? Sizable Muslim population and the overarching legacy of gangster politician Mohammad Shahabuddin, whose son Osama Shahab has got RJD ticket.
In the entire Siwan region, the one name which still reverberates is Mohammad Shahabuddin. He died way back in 2021, but still now we are seeing that there are in certain areas chalk that are now named behind him. His son Osama, in fact, is contesting elections this time in the state of Bihar. In fact, Home Minister Amit Shah also took his name and gave out a threat and said that even if there are 100 Shahabuddin now, they will not be able to terrorize those who stay in the state of Bihar.
Asaduddin Owaisi said the cat amongst the pigeons when he said that Muslims, a sizable 17% of the population, do not get their share, pointing finger at Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Lalu Yadav and the current Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar.
उनकी बहादुरी को देखो कि 3% और कह रहे हैं कि अगर हमारी सरकार बनेगी तो मुख्यमंत्री हमारा होगा. बताओ आप 17% हैं. अगर मल्ला का बेटा उप मुख्यमंत्री बन सकता तो क्या आदम का बेटा मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बन सकता? उनको जवाब दिया.
Muslim candidates of AIMIM ticket believe that this time the Muslim voter is united and they want not just the Deputy Chief Minister post but the Chief Minister seat.
अगर बीमार पड़ते हैं, अब पड़ना ही है आज, नहीं तो कल सबको बीमार पड़ता ही है. हम भी गुजरे हैं, आप भी गुजरिएगा. तो जाके कहें कि जो उनके जात का है उन्हीं के जात का हमको ब्लड चाहिए, तब मैं मानूंगा कि छूत अछूत दूरी कर सकते हैं, शुभ अशुभ हो सकता है. हम किसी पार्टी से क्यों हम भीख मांगेंगे? हम भीख मांगे हैं. इस बार होगी अपनी क़यादत को खड़ा करने की बात होगी, क्योंकि हम मुसलमानों के साथ सिर्फ धोखाधड़ी हो रहा है. क्या दे दिया है आरजेडी, क्या दे दिया है सेकुलरवादी लोग? कुछ भी नहीं दिया है.
Taking on Asaduddin Owaisi was Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, to whose rally people brought bulldozers.
Bulldozer Baba, that is the Chief Minister of the state of Uttar Pradesh, Yogi Adityanath. He's jumped on the bandwagon and he in fact has been camping in Siwan region. He's been telling people that you need to be very, very particular and very clear about the people that you want to vote. He also said that all those people who are unlucky, the Ashub people, you should not be wasting your vote on them. Remember what the Jungle Raj was. Remember the kind of terrorism that you used to face, the kind of terror that used to prevail in Siwan region. Remember, you need to vote for development. This is what Yogi Adityanath said in Siwan.
The older generation has not forgotten the old days when terror was synonymous with Siwan.
सीवान में वह जंगल राज फिर से मत आने दीजिए. ये अपराधी फिर से जीवित न होने पाए. ये कांग्रेस को, आरजेडी और समाजवादी पार्टी जैसे दलों को शोभा दे सकता है कि वे किसी पेशेवर अपराधी और माफिया को गले लगा करके किसी बाबर और किसी औरंगजेब की मजार में जाकर के सजदा पड़े।
Many Muslim women voters in Siwan had the kite symbol in hand, which means they have already made up their mind.
वैसे सबको जिताना है, मोहम्मद कैफ को लाना है।
हम सबके जिताएंगे, मोहम्मद कैफ के नेता बनाएंगे। हम लोग का घर नहीं थे, रहने का घर नहीं था, वही बनाए हैं बंटी बाबू ने। पतंग सबके हम लोग को जिताएंगे, वैसे सबके आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
वोट मांगने के लिए बस आते हैं कि हम बहुत बड़े आदमी हैं, उसके बाद वोट मांग के चले जाएंगे, नजर नहीं आएंगे कहाँ है औध बिहारी। आज तक हम कभी देखे ही नहीं लो दक्षिण टोला में, इतने बड़े हो गए कि औध बिहारी कैसे है, आएंगे जब तो कोई देखेगा।
Muslims are now asking what has the RJD and even the previous governments actually done for the Muslims of the state. There is a division of sorts which Asaduddin Owaisi has been speaking about, but he believes this time the Muslims have made up their mind and they will not be voting for those governments which have ruled the state of Bihar previously, but they will now vote for change. With camera person Ritesh, this is Aishwarya Paliwal reporting for India Today.
We'll have a series of special reports from Bihar next week, but let's focus now on our other big story, which is the battle against toxic polluted air that continues in the national capital, but with mixed results. While the air quality has moved from severe to poor, the Delhi government's experiment with cloud seeding has hit a roadblock. Two sorties yesterday organized through IIT Kanpur didn't quite work out. And today, apparently, the weather didn't have enough moisture and therefore a third attempt had to be put off. The bigger question, is cloud seeding really a solution to Delhi's polluted air? Take a look.
Delhi's desperate bid to wash away its toxic air has quite literally fallen flat. A day after cloud seeding failed to bring in any rain, the operation has been put on hold, with IIT Kanpur citing low moisture levels over the city. As the smog thickens and pollution climbs, the question now is, can science really save Delhi from its choking skies? The IIT Kanpur team, which led Tuesday's cloud seeding operation, confirmed that the cloud seeding schedule for Wednesday had to be suspended due to insufficient moisture in the clouds.
Prediction for today was that there will be clouds with the higher moisture content, but today morning that was revised, that the moisture content is going to be even lower than yesterday. So we therefore had decided not to go ahead today. Instead, we'll wait for an opportune moment, which hopefully we'll get in next few days, and then we try again.
While the skies remain dry, the air remains deadly. On Wednesday afternoon, Delhi's air quality index hovered between 300 and 330, firmly in the very poor category. Sprinklers and anti-smog guns were deployed across key stretches like Lodi Road as authorities scrambled to bring some relief from the smog. Meanwhile, the politics over pollution has once again heated up. The Aam Aadmi Party has launched a scathing attack on the Delhi government, calling the pollution control effort a PR stunt. The BJP, however, defends the project.
ये जो पूरी की पूरी सर्कस सिरकसाजी और रेखा गुप्ता चला रहे हैं, ये जो पूरी नौटंकी हो रही है आर्टिफिशियल रेन के नाम पे, ये नौटंकी ये अपने पैसे से करें, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के पैसे से सर्कस करें, जोकर ज्यादा है सर्कस होगी, मगर पैसा दिल्ली का टैक्स पैसा नहीं लगेगा ना, दिल्ली का टैक्स पेयर क्यों पैसा दे उसका, अपनी सर्कस अपने पैसे से करो।
आईआईटी कानपुर के साथ लेकर एक प्लेन लिया, प्लेन मॉडिफाइड हुआ, मिशन बना, परमिशन ली, कोशिश की, ट्रायल हुई, पहली हुई, दूसरी हुई, आगे भी होंगी, तो यही तो तरीका था। लेकिन क्योंकि वो 10 साल में नाकाम रहे, इसलिए वो पॉलिटिकली तंज कसेंगे हमारे पे। और अगर आप ऐसा सोच रहे हैं, मैं नहीं सोच रहा, अगर आप ऐसा सोच रहे हैं कि वो मुझे तगमा देंगे आके, वो कहेंगे रेखा गुप्ता जी सरकार ने कमाल कर दिया, ऐसा नहीं होने वाला।
For now, Delhi's cloud seeding has failed to make it rain, but it has certainly sparked a storm over accountability, science, and the city's continuing struggle to breathe. Bureau Report, India Today.
So is cloud seeding a gimmick or is it a workable solution to tackle pollution? I'm joined by two very special guests. Professor Narendra Agarwal, Director IIT Kanpur, appreciate your joining us. Remember, IIT Kanpur is the one driving this exercise in partnership with the Delhi government. And Zareen Osho, Director India Office at the Institute of Governance and Sustainable Development. Professor Agarwal, tell us, if I were to ask you that straight question, do you really believe that cloud seeding can work, or is it dependent on various other variables?
Well, cloud seeding by very nature depends on natural factors, which include presence of clouds, also includes presence of reasonable amount of moisture in the clouds. So given these two preconditions, it can work. It has worked in the past. So there is no reason to believe that it won't work.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying that yesterday's experiments didn't work only because there wasn't sufficient moisture? Is that the only reason? Because the opposition is already raising questions, and this is the political question, of course, Professor Agarwal. There are a lot of money has been spent. The initial 5 cloud seeding trials are at a cost of about 3 crores, but that the results are uncertain. How would you respond to those?
Look, I don't want to get into the political slugfest here. Our team's approach is quite scientific. Just with any scientific experiment, there is always an associated probability of failure. We are not in a domain of complete certainty here. There are many factors which do influence the cloud seeding efforts. However, if you look at the yesterday's experiments that we did, one may say that because it did not rain, so there is a failure, but I don't think so. If you see the moisture level, which was below 15% yesterday, we had our instrumentation on the ground, which collected data before the seeding and after the seeding from multiple locations. And we got very interesting data, which is going to help us in future efforts when we do a large-scale seeding. For example, what we found was that PM 2.5 and PM 10 levels did come down between 5 to 15% in the areas where seeding was done. So that's a very interesting point, that even at very low moisture level, with the amount of seeding material that we used, there was an impact. And this correlation is key to develop a proper understanding of how much seeding needs to be done and when it needs to be done in order to make a big impact.
Let me take what you've just said to Zareen Osho, because Zareen, the fact is that speaking to environmentalists, they seem very skeptical of cloud seeding. Is that skepticism justified? Where is that skepticism coming from? Here is IIT Kanpur attempting to partner and do something perhaps beneficial. Why the skepticism from day one that I hear from environmental activists?
Thank you, Rajdeep, for having me this evening. I think I agree with Professor Agarwal. I think there is a political, slugfest here. And, one should remember that when the AAP government was here in power in Delhi in 2023, they were the first ones to announce cloud seeding as a solution, a potential solution. Even back then, might I add, the climatic conditions were not good enough for us to actually seed the clouds. It's an aerosol injection that you put into clouds. And now in 2025, we are seeing the BJP government saying, you know what, if AAP did not do it, we will do it. It's a political theater. Now, the question begs, and going back to the point that you were making earlier about environmentalists, and quite frankly, anybody who has studied science would be skeptical about this. And as Professor Agarwal did point out, there are a lot of uncertainties when you do climate injections of aerosols in the clouds for precipitation. For example, clouds that are above the altitude of anywhere between 5 to 8 kilometers cannot be injected with the aircrafts that we currently have. Secondly, there needs to be cloud present to be seeded. Thirdly, in 2024, the Union Ministry went to the Parliament saying that cloud seeding could be essentially an emergency response to the air pollution crisis in Delhi, but cannot be a feasible solution. And one of the points made by the Union Ministry to the Parliament during that submission was that we already have clouds and rain coming from western disturbances, which bring in natural rain. So what is the point of seeding the clouds, especially when the total bill to the taxpayer in Delhi is about 30 crores? So the question then begs, are we interested in looking at spending 30 crores for an entire winter season, which is essentially 3 months, for Delhi? Or are there better solutions available which perhaps look at changes in policy, look at perhaps developing an airshed and tightening the noose on where the
those are very long-term solutions.
No, not
necessarily. But the changes in policy are long-term solutions. Is this a short-term fix? The government seems to be wanting a short-term fix. Some say it's headline grabbing if they are critics. Others say, at least let's try something. Why should the government be targeted for trying or experimenting something?
This cannot be a short-term fix because this is not new technology. This has been around since 1950s. Let's talk about the history of cloud seeding. The government of India with IITM was the first in attempting to do cloud seeding on the rain shadow areas of the Western Ghats. It did not work there for agriculture, and we are going to tout this as a short-term solution in Delhi. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying the real solution is policy changes? Only that will really solve Delhi's problem? And therefore to look at cloud seeding as some kind of a panacea is simply not really the answer to the environmental crisis. Am I correct?
Absolutely. You're trying to solve for the symptoms rather than solving for the underlying disease. So I can take a paracetamol to control my fever, but if my disease is something else, which is a lot more serious, then all I'm doing is to figure out how to get the temperature in control. So if you want to actually solve for Delhi's air pollution, and we know the source apportionment coming from transport sector, and the transport sector cannot be dealt with till the time policies are put in place. And I must mention that the BJP government did try to take an ambitious step forward and then retracted. That is secondary. But those difficult decisions have to be taken by the government. So trying to seed the clouds, since 1950s, and here we are in 2025. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Okay, let me leave it there. I appreciate both of you joining us and giving us contrasting perspectives. But thank you very much for joining me on my other talking point tonight. Let's turn to tonight's good news today's story, and it comes from Jharkhand's tribal belt, where the mud walls of many homes have now turned into live canvases as the tradition of Sori paintings is out there in full bloom once again. Take a look at our good news today's story.
It is Diwali season, and like every year, people decorate their homes with vibrant colors. In Jamshedpur, tribal villagers are getting a vibrant makeover, but with colors, not lights. In the heart of Jharkhand's tribal belt, the mud walls of home have turned into living canvases. The tradition of Sorai painting is once again in full bloom. Using natural colors made from soil and crushed leaves, tribal women depict animals, birds and symbols of nature. Villagers say this reflects their deep connection with the environment.
दीपावली जैसे हिंदू में दीपावली होता है, तो हम लोग का सारना में आदिवासी में वही सोहराय है, क्योंकि हम प्रकृति से जुड़े रहते हैं। तो ये पेंटिंग में वही दिखाते हैं कि किस तरह हम लोग प्रकृति से जुड़े हुए हैं और सारे जानवर मनुष्य एक जैसे हम लोग रहते हैं।
In this tiny village, every wall tells a story. With every stroke, these villagers are preserving a centuries-old heritage.
हम लोग का पारंपरिक है
पहले से कि दीवार में ऐसे पेंटिंग बना के हम लोग रखते हैं कि और आदिवासी का पहचान है हम लोग का।
ये हमारे पूर्वजों से चलता आ रहा, जो हम लोग सीखे उनसे, जो जिस तरीके का कलर उसमें यूज किया जाता है, कौन कौन सा जो पत्ता वगैरह से या फिर कुछ मिट्टी से जो कलर मिक्स करके हम लोग बनाते हैं, ये आदिवासियों की धरोहर है।
These colors not only signify pride in cultural roots but also togetherness. With Anup Sinha, Bureau Report, India Today.
Wonderful colors of Sorai and indeed the wonderful colors of India. I want to leave you tonight with two images. My first image is a rather terrifying one because Hurricane Melissa has made a landfall in southwestern Jamaica. And it is, remember, a hurricane that has could lead to the worst natural disaster in Jamaica's history. A category 5 storm with wind speeds up to 298 kilometers per hour. It is being described by some as the storm of the century. We pray for the people of Jamaica. Our other image is a happier one in a way, where from Ambala Air Force Station, guess what? President Draupadi Murmu, straight from Rashtrapati Bhavan, has gone in a Rafale aircraft. She took the first historic sortie in a Rafale fighter jet. And she's back in Rashtrapati Bhavan. We hope she had a pleasant flight. Thanks for watching. Stay well, stay safe. Good night. Shubhratri. Jai Hind. Namaskar.